I'm happy you're tuning in again. Today I want to show you an experiment I did using the reverse flower Larimar technique. Please excuse the silly name, I just couldn't come up with anything better, even so it doesn't really look like a Larimar. I'm starting with a very thin layer of clear resin. In total I mixed 140 grams of Istoyo resin. I've tried a few experiments with it, actually with almost every resin I have. And I have to say it worked out nicely with all of them. They all look a little different, but overall the design stays pretty much the same. And we are starting with the white. I mixed 30 grams of resin with 0.7 grams of ENOKI by Octopus. I made it a little stronger than I normally would for a Larimar pour. For my next color I also mixed 30 grams of resin and I'm adding a small scoop of interference powder. From my experience, interference or color shift mica looks much better than regular mica. You can even have a little sparkle in there. And I'm also adding 2 drops of resin ink Aster, again from Octopus. Make sure to stir everything really well. And then it's just time for the push. And I added 2 drops of Aronia resin ink here. I pour everything into little puddles. Honestly, it's a super simple pour. And at the end of this video, I'll show you a few different coasters I made with different resins. I put them all in the same mold so that you can clearly compare how each resin behaves. It's very interesting. So, as I promised, I'm going to show you all my coasters made with different resins. So far, I've managed to achieve the same effect with each one. So each turned out a little different. I'd say you can use any medium to high viscosity resin for this technique, since I know many of you outside from Europe don't have access to the dip-on resins. Let's start with the one I showed you in last week's video. That one was poured with Radiant Flow, which is a medium viscosity resin. You have seen this one already. And from here, we'll slowly work our way up. The next one I poured with a resin from Epoxy. It's a little thicker than the Radiant Flow. Here I also split my 30 grams into 2 different colors, which gave a really nice effect. Then we have the Istoyo resin, which is a little bit thicker again. This one was the one we poured today. For this one, I didn't actually do the center because I didn't like the color mix I made, but I'll show it to you anyway. So this one is poured with Art Flow from Dip-On, and this is maybe my favorite one. So and the last one in this series was poured with a really thick resin, Art Pro Deluxe. I don't like this effect quite as much, especially because the resin didn't cure properly in some spots. But overall, you can see the same basic effect. So, I hope you enjoyed watching and I'll see you again next time. Tschüss, eure Nicole.